Hi guys, today I'm gonna be showing you how I design characters, especially for my fantasy world. And I really got into character design recently, especially with the sketchbook. As you can see, I did quite a few, and that's kind of mainly what I do in my sketchbook nowadays. All of those characters are based on my friends, their personalities, their looks, and I just kind of combined it all together and made them into the characters. So today I'm gonna be designing two characters. I asked you guys to send me some creatures you would like to see me draw, design, and na. So the first one is a beetle lady. And I thought it was really interesting because for some reason I never thought of designing a beetle lady or a beetle creature or a beetle. Like, the only insect I did choose once for a character was a butterfly, which is very basic, I think. I mean, it's still cool, but And for some reason, it just never clicked in my head. And when I saw it, I was like, damn, yeah, a beetle lady. That's true. So I really enjoyed it. I just searched on Pinterest beetles and I saw this beautiful, absolutely gorgeous colors of beetle. It was like red, pinkish with like, I don't know, blue kind of dots, I think, or the other way around. And to be fair, I do not know if it was a real beetle or just kind of Photoshop or whatever, but it was gorgeous, so I immediately decided to go off that beetle design. First of all, I make this little sketch in the corner. This is actually quite a big sketch. I usually tend to make them smaller, but kind of what the character is gonna look like, what things I wanna add to the character, what's gonna be the color play, what like just outfit, what inspires me, what I wanna add, and stuff like that. So when I actually make a proper sketch of the character, I have like already mood board kind of thingy. And it just, I don't know, eases up the whole process of character design. So once I'm done with that, like I said, start the actual sketch. In this one, I really wanted to showcase her like beetle wings. I don't know if I did a really good job with that. I think the wing, I mean, I don't really know how beetle wings work, so I just tried something that doesn't look too bad. But unfortunately, you can't really see her outfit from this position, and I'm kind of upset about it. Maybe I should have like done two drawings of her from like front and the back, because I really wanted to showcase her wings, which I did. But then like you can't see her outfit at all, and I actually really enjoyed making her outfit. I gave her this. I was thinking of kind of like, I don't know, like Egyptian inspired even. I mean, clothes like a little bit like from back in the day era, and the colors were like yellowish type of garment. Well, it's not white again. I made it very yellow, but like it was meant to be a little bit more whiter. I just didn't have the red color. But I'm still satisfied. I definitely will add her to my fantasy world. I probably won't be able to add every suggestion you guys made. By the way, I will not probably draw all of the characters on the video. I will draw them, like in general, and then I'll post them on YouTube and Instagram, like the final results. But I feel like it takes me so long to record like all the, I don't know, all of the drawings. I feel like it would just not be as interesting. So I just chose the two random ones, and then the rest I'm gonna just post. So hopefully that's fine. Anyway, for her colors, again, like I wanted to go, like the main colors were red and blue, and they're like shadows and lighter colors. So I really wanted to give her this bright red color. Unfortunately, I did not have like dark red, like wine red, which I really like. I really like that color, and I thought it would maybe suit her more. On the thumbnail, I made it darker because I thought it would look contrast better with her wings. And I think I also regret making the wings this dark. I think I wanted to go again for a more light color, and in the thumbnail I completely changed the color of the wings, and I don't know if I like it or not. So I was very undecisive. I don't know why, but I was. Anyway, as a matching color for her clothes, I wanted to give her also golden jewelry. Unfortunately, you cannot really see any jewelry, really details and stuff like that on her, again because of the pose, but I kind of wanted to add more like golden, maybe not tiara, but kind of chains in her hair, and then on her clothes, like itself, she would have kind of like golden chains and stuff. So I definitely have to draw her like in front, and I guess it is what it is, but the final touches, I decided to add some highlight to her wings to really showcase that's it's the wings, they kind of see through. And I got those cutie patootie stickers from my friend, and they're beetles, and I love them. They're so vibrant and colorful, and I just decided to add one because I thought it was very suitable to add more. Other than that, this is I actually also added the line art. I forgot about that. The line art and the name. That's it. So again, first I kind of wrap up the ideas. I bring all the ideas together, making the small little sketch. I start a proper sketch, I color it, and then I do the line art. It is way easier to design a character when it's based off your friend or someone you know, because you kind of have already a specific idea what they're gonna look like, what kind of aesthetic they have, what like things they would like, what they wouldn't like, what clothes would suit them, and stuff like that. And again, you can also ask your friend what would you like to have, what would your character want to have. So yeah, so again, if you're struggling with the character design in the beginning, I would advise to, for example, take it from your friend, or even well, I don't know if celebrities and stuff is that good of an advice, but like someone you kind of know, you kind of see the aesthetic already, instead of completely fully coming up with a new character from your head, because it can be very challenging. I still struggle with that. One of the things I guess that also could help is for example, just choosing, if you're into fantasy, choosing a species, for example orcs or elves or druids or literally anything, and then basing off character of that on that species. I guess that could help. But anyway, I started drawing a new character. It was supposed to be a big guy, 7 foot I think, 7 foot guy who likes fish, and he has a big weapon. Yes. So I was like, okay, well, he's gonna be a fisherman. That makes so much sense, does it not? And who likes fish, so he's a fisherman. I was really struggling. I didn't know what kind of aesthetic to go for. When I would search up on Pinterest like fisherman, it would either be a grandpa or a man, like very masculine man with mustache, with like a yellow raincoat or in boots, and I'm like, okay, but I still want something different. I decided to give him this like bandana, kind of like pirates wear. I don't know why, I just thought it looked different. I did give him the yellow boots because I thought it was silly, but like at the same time he's standing in the water in that painting, so I was like, okay, well, that's suitable. And for detail, at first I thought to give him like a compass on his neck, but then I was like, why would he need that? He doesn't travel like on boat, he's just like there. Like he doesn't travel on boat. And also one of my characters already has a compass on like on his neck as a necklace. So I was like, okay, no, I'm not gonna add that. Maybe like a clock could be good. I'll come up with something. But one thing that I really like, the thing that I added, was the fishnets, like the one that's just attached to him. And it's not practical. It's just gonna be all the time behind him. But like, I'm thinking he spends like literally all his days fishing. That's why he's sunburned, and he has a lot of scratches because like a demanding job, and that's why he has fishnets all the time with him. And a big spear, obviously that's his big weapon, because he, I don't know, I did not fully come up with his lore, alright. I didn't, at first I was like thinking, maybe he is gonna have like this big nose and glasses, kind of nerdy looking, but then I was like, I don't know, I don't really like it. And I decided to give him also freckles, because I was like, okay, that's suiting, he's always under the sun, he's gonna have freckles, he's gonna be kind of tanned, or not tanned, he's always gonna be sunburned because he doesn't put sunscreen on. And yeah, the whole, actually I didn't give him yellow boots, that's surprising. For some reason I forgot, for some reason I thought I gave him yellow boots. Oh, whatever. I gave him this gloves too, obviously. I was thinking, should I give him gloves or should I not? Well, actually, they're not really gloves. What are they called? Like, I guess they're gloves, but like working gloves. That's what they're called? So his skin wouldn't get more damaged, but at the same time, I feel like he would be the type of person not to wear gloves. So I don't know. I also decided to give him this. I don't know what they're called. The things that hold your pants up. Well, he doesn't really need them. They're very unnecessary, but it's an aesthetic thing. I decided to give it to him. Again, they're not very. Again. About character design, you don't really have to make it practical. I know it's not the best advice, especially if you're like actually making a story that you're gonna publish and stuff. And I guess then you would have to make it practical, but like if it's just for you, you can just do it. Like, yeah, he doesn't need the pen holders, but like who's gonna know about it? Like, no one. Like, if you like how it looks, just go for it. Like, there is really no rules for art and how you decide to make clothes or your character or whatever. But something I didn't realize is that the color palettes with the beetle lady, they kind of match. And I do like the idea of it, but I didn't realize. And then I was like, when I made the color palette for him, did I actually make it? Yeah, I think I made it in the end when I already chose colors. I don't always put the color, like, what colors I'm gonna use beforehand. Sometimes I put it after, because like, if I didn't decide, or I was like, okay, just go with the flow, and the play is literally the same. So I guess it makes sense because I don't have that much variety of markers and colors. I have like 28, 32, don't remember. Again, I'm using, by the way, acrylic markers. I love them so much, and I'm so scared I'm gonna run out of them, and I feel like I am, but it is what it is. Anyway, I decided to give him, obviously, the fish keys to showcase that he's holding the fish. He's a fisherman, not just a big guy with ripped clothes and scratches and stuff. I find it very satisfying to adding those little like streaks as hair. It's not fully covered, but it gives the idea of like more detail and stuff, which I really enjoy. I just add literally any scratches, and already makes your drawing seem more interesting, in my opinion, when there's more detail, kinda, even if there isn't really more detail. And I decided for this one, to actually give him a little bit of a background. I made him stand in the water, and I thought the effect of like water and like shoes being in the water was really nice. With this marker, because it's not very like vibrant, so you could still see underneath, under the blue marker, so it really looked like he was standing in the water, which I really liked. And I just added some yellow background because, I don't know, I like yellow. With that, though, this character is definitely gonna be in my story. I really enjoy drawing him. I probably will change some things and also Beetle Lady. I definitely want to redraw her and her outfit is at some point in the future. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was helpful and you found something for yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!